Look, investing is hard. Where should I buy? What if I get a bad tenant? Will this property even cash flow? I don't know how to do a renovation. I wish when I started investing in real estate back in 2012, I had YouTube and all these other sweet videos to watch, but I had to figure it out on my own. But that's good for you, because from one multi-millionaire to another future millionaire, I'm gonna tell you the 5 mistakes you need to avoid as a real estate investor. Let's get into it. The number one mistake beginner investors make is lack of planning. If you don't know where you're going, how are you gonna get there is the whole saying in investing. So if you don't know what you're specializing in, what kind of property you want, how much money do you want to make per year, like what does your lifestyle look like? These are all things that we need to think about before we just get on the horse and start looking at real estate, which I know is boring stuff. Most people just want to hear about the cool stuff, the cash flow, the spreadsheets, how do I renovate properties? That'll come, but just first figure out where you're gonna specialize in, what areas they're gonna be, what neighborhoods, how much those properties sell for, how much will they be worth after you renovate them, how much will the renovation cost, how much rent will you get? These are all the things you need to know. And again, it's not the cool, sexy stuff that you see on YouTube or see other investors talking about, but those are the things that we all know in the background in our head that took years and years and years of dialing in before we got successful. And now you see the Instagram, the TikToks of us doing cool stuff, living in Florida in our vacation homes. So this stuff will come, but you need to know the boring stuff first. Planning, 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 and then attack. But don't wait too long. So that's the other piece of it. Plan, 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 but don't overplan. Which again is what most people, right brain people who are very analytical, data driven, they just love to plan, 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 and then they never do anything. So that's the other thing. We want to plan, but we also want to strike and take action. As soon as we get what we need, when we get the strategies that we learn, we implement them immediately. Don't wait too long, but don't also just go out there making offers on shit that you have no idea what you're doing either. Number 2, they're ignoring the numbers. Now it's easy as a beginner especially to get caught up in all the fun of buying real estate, making offers, oh, I like this area because of this, I'm gonna invest in here, and I haven't even looked at, is there GDP growth, is there job growth, are people living here, are people even renting in this area? Oh, but the street is so nice, I have to buy on the street. They're ignoring the numbers, they're ignoring the fundamentals. Make sure the property will cash flow with contingencies. Be conservative with the numbers. So plan, 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 like I said before, but also know your friggin' numbers before you jump in with an offer and buy a property just because it was on a cute street or it had some cute windows on the front, etc. Don't do that. And number 3, they're overpaying for a property. So going off number 2, maybe they're excited, it's fun, it's so cool, I'm gonna overpay because I really want that house because it looks amazing. Don't do that either. You can't overpay. I mean, if you're investing for the long term, like I always say with a 5-year plan, you can overpay a little bit and it won't bite you too hard. Whereas if you're a flipper like me, you can't overpay at all or else you're done. You're gonna lose money immediately. But with a long-term strategy, you can overpay and let time kind of catch up with you. But why do that? Why not pay a fair price at the start? I'm not saying to go out there and be a shark and just get a smoking deal on every deal, because that can't really happen, especially when you're buying long-term properties, because you do want specific type of properties in quality areas, so you can't be too picky, but don't overpay. Don't be dumb and just offer 30K over what it's worth just because you want to snap it up. There's a ton of great deals out there. Just be smart about it. Think like an investor, not like a consumer. Number 4, they don't have a professional network of team members. So very, very importantly, I'll go through some quick team members that you need. Number 1, you need a investment specialized realtor. That's the number 1 person you need. The most important on your team is a realtor that specializes with investors, because they know the business, they invest themselves. Ideally, that's what you're looking for, someone who has a ton of properties themselves, so they get the business, they know exactly what you're after and what you're looking for. They know what cash flow means, they know what ROI means, they know how to run the numbers for you. But most importantly, you want your investment specialized realtor to find the properties for you and then send them to you. You don't have time to be looking on realtor.com or realtor.ca looking for your own deals. That's stupid. It's such a waste of time. That's such low-level work for you as an investor. As I always say, as an investor, your main job is to raise money, to bring attention to your business. For example, to put down in context, if you're like, Matt, what are you talking about? For me, being a real estate investor at this point, we have a multi-million-dollar business. The only thing I do is what I'm doing right now, is shooting videos for YouTube. That's it. That's really all I do. And then I pull the strings for my team members. I just check in on what's going on. They give me updates. Cool, cool, cool. Everything's rolling along good. And then back to the videos I go, just making videos. That's all I do. I make videos and I think of marketing ideas to bring more attention to my business. I don't even edit these videos. I don't post these videos. I just shoot them. I upload them to the Google Drive. My guy edits them. He puts them on YouTube, etc. All I do is just shoot, and think of ways to bring attention and capital to my business. I'm just a money raiser. I'm on the phone, just raising money with investors. If I have to be on the phone, which I'm mostly not because it's all done online, because I have a funds manager who contacts all these people and does all the promissory notes and all the raising the money, but still, I'm still just doing all of this. That's all I do. And that's really what you wanna do as your job as an investor is eventually, and as soon as you can, get to a point where you're a true CEO. Your only job is to grow this business, bring more money into it, and buy more real estate. That's it. So going off my long rant about the realtor, second person on your team is a mortgage broker. You need a mortgage broker, and again, ideally someone who specializes with investors, who understands what you're doing. They know when to get the right mortgage at the right time, especially if you're investing in Canada, which is where I'm from. There's a very specific way, a chessboard way in which you must invest and get the mortgage at the right time, because you can only buy so many properties before the banks say no more. Here in the US, it's a lot different. It's more capitalistic. Like I always say, it's kind of unlimited. You can buy as many properties as you want, as long as the deals make sense and the deals make money. If they do, you'll get the mortgage, no problem. Eventually, you'll find the right people to put that into place. Now, after your mortgage broker, you need a great property manager, because they're the ones dealing with all the shit, literally. So they're picking up all the rent, they're dealing with the clogged toilets, they're dealing with the bad tenants, they're dealing with everything. They're putting the rent into your account. You don't do nothing. Again, beginner investors, they make the mistake of doing everything themselves because they're excited, they're caught up in the business, and they don't know any better. I did the exact same. I was doing all the property managing, I was doing all the renovations, I was doing all the scheduling and whatever, it was insane. You definitely want to pass property management off, because again, your highest and best use as a CEO of a real estate investing business is not picking up the phone at 2 a.m. and dealing with tenants yelling at you, or dealing with missed rent payments and going to the tribunals to get the tenants evicted, all that stuff. That's low-level shit. That's not for you. And last but not least, you need a good contractor on your team as well. Getting a good relationship with a sweet contractor that, again, knows your business model, knows you're an investor, which is awesome, because that's what they're looking for, is very, very steady work. So if you treat them well, you give them a lot of work, you buy a lot of properties. The more properties you buy, the more faithful they are to you. It's a synergistic, rolling energy of a sweet business. So you need a great contractor on your team. And last but not least, number 5, they're letting their emotions drive their decisions. So in a really hot market, when things are tight, they're letting their emotions get the best of them. They're getting FOMO. Oh, I gotta buy something super fast. I gotta buy something now because real estate is crazy. That's beginner shit. You can get good deals once you learn about marketing, which I talk about so much in my videos about how to do off-market marketing to get sellers directly, to get smoking ass deals. I can't talk about that in this video because that's another dozens of videos in itself, which I have on my channel, but you're focused on getting good deals. So don't get caught up in the emotion of fear of missing out. Oh my God, everybody's buying real estate. I can buy real estate too. You end up overpaying or buying the wrong property, and vice versa when the market changes, like what we've seen for the past couple months with interest rates rising. It's fear and doom. Oh my God, I gotta sell my property now at the bottom like an idiot. I gotta sell now and get out and lose. I'm okay with a 50K loss as long as I get out, because it's probably gonna get worse. You know, real estate investors know, you know, this sucks with what's going on right now. But if I wait 12 months, 24 months, I guarantee this will be all over and the market will be shooting right back up again, because that's what real estate does. We know that as successful real estate investors. We know how to not let our emotions drive our decisions. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you learned something, smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.